Welcome into the Chatterbox Sports Game of the Week. It is Bishop Hartley here taking on the McNick Rockets over from Anderson Township. This is set to be another spectacular Friday night of football here in Cincinnati. It is a beautiful night. Oh my goodness, we have lucked out with weather yet again, fourth week in a row that we have done that. It has been such a great few weeks. The kick is kicked away, and we are underway. The kick is returned by Jacob Forsatbel, the senior, and we are underway just a minute before 7 o'clock here on Chatterbox Sports. Well, this game featuring McNick and Bishop Hartley is a chance for McNick to go to 3-1 on the season. Coming into tonight's game at 2-1 overall. McNick looking to start a little win streak after a win last week. Wins bookended with that loss in the middle to Wheelersburg in overtime. Tyler Snyder, the running back, off the left shoulder of the quarterback. Braden Bobo, the sophomore, slotted in there after his starting quarterback got hurt to start the season. Tyler Snyder with a nice run on first down up the right side of the field. That'll get right to the chains. It might move them depending on where the ball got spotted. Looks like it's a yard short. It'll be 2nd down and 1. Paul Fritchner with you all night long. A solo broadcast here from the broadcast booth at McNick. And again, just a very nice night. The McNick Rockets in those dark jerseys going from left to right. Bishop Hartley in the white going from right to left. Play action, and Bobo flips it across the line. Pass is caught by Tyler Haynes, but he'll lose a couple of yards on the play. He'll be backed up just around the 43-yard line. Tyler Haynes may have even done better to let that ball drop to the turf. The 5'7" senior is able to go down, scoop that ball up, make a play, and now it forces a 3rd and short. 3rd and pretty manageable. First down marker at the 45-yard line. Empty backfield for Bobo. Braden bringing Snyder up to his left shoulder. He'll be passing, screen play out to the right to his brother Ben, and he is stacked up behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 2 on that play. Back to the 40-yard line, and McNick is forced to punt on their first possession of the night. A little surprising there after we've seen the offensive output of McNick in the first couple of weeks of the season. They are scoring a lot of points. They're scoring them quickly. And now here we go. We're going to see McNick punt it away. Gabriel to punt it away, and Wooten back to receive. Raleigh Gabriel, the sophomore punter, just gets it away, and he boots it deep. A nice bunt from, or rather roll from McNick. It's going to roll down to the 1, and it, just goes off the foot of Tyler Haynes, who was trying to save it. He dove into the end zone, and as he flicked it behind him, it kicked off his foot as he was diving ahead for it. And here comes Bishop Hartley for their first offensive possession of the night. $9:54 left in the first quarter. Peyton Underwood, quarterback under center. Underwood puts a man in motion. That's Deontay Hubbard. And he'll just keep it himself, and he will go ahead for what we'll call about 6 yards. Joey Wooten, rather, the ball carrier, the back on that play. McNick getting stopped on their first possession of the night. And now it's Bishop Hartley on 2nd down and 2 from the 28-yard line. Hartley looking for their first win of the season, 0-3 so far. Underwood with a man in motion. Underwood handing it, keeps it himself. He'll run right into the pile at the 42-yard line. That will move the chains of first down, rather the 37-yard line. A nice run of 9 yards on the play for Peyton Underwood, and slowly but surely, Hartley moving the ball from right to left down the field. on 1st down and 10, a handoff. And a decent run up there for Deontay Hubbard. I'll talk a lot about him as this night goes along, up to the 44-yard line, a run of 7 yards. Will make it 2nd down and 3. Second and 3 from the 44-yard line. Handoff goes straight up the middle of the field. And how about this? Another run straight up the gut to the McNick 45-yard line. Nice run there for Rory Ralston, the junior, into McNick territory. And the first time tonight that we've seen one of these teams in their opponent's territory. And this is the first possession of the night for Hartley. The 45-yard line of the home team. Again, it's Underwood under center with Ralston right behind him. They're going to give it away over the left edge to Perry. He'll try to push his way down to the 30 before he's finally dragged down. They have not thrown a pass yet tonight, and Bishop Hartley has just pushed and moved and kept their feet rolling all the way down the field. The clock has been rolling. A fairly quick first quarter so far, 7:41 left in it. Last week in our game of the week, Milford taking on Loveland. That was a very long first quarter, about 45 minutes for the first quarter of that one. Underwood under center, puts a man in motion, and he'll hand it away. That's Hubbard on the carry, breaking some tackles, shedding some defenders. A flag comes in, 2 flags come in. He'll be spotted right around the 22-yard line, but we'll have to see what the official... you know what? We just got tricked again. It's the same thing that we've been tripped up on for the first couple of weeks of the season. What they toss out there to signify that the ball came loose looks exactly like a penalty flag. So just got tripped up there. Here's Underwood tossing it behind him to Hubbard, and he'll just push it ahead as he's able to pick up a few more yards, move the chains, get a first down, and McNick looks on their heels here to start this game. Underwood under center. The ball goes right up the middle yet again. That's Ralston on the carry, taking it right up the field, and Bishop Hartley has looked the part here early on for Bishop Hartley rather, as the Hawks have just punched their way down the field, have yet to throw a pass. Behind him, the ball goes to Hubbard, pushes his way down, and he'll finally be pushed out at the 11-yard line. That's a pickup of 2. And that'll make it 3rd down and 4. And this is a big spot early on for the McNick defense if they can hold firm inside the red zone. Underwood under center. Formation 3 behind him. Gives it away to Hubbard. Has a hole up the middle behind his line. Stays on his feet and into the end zone. How about that run from Deontay Hubbard? We heard about him from Kyle Decker in our pregame show. He talked a lot about his speed, his athleticism, but also just his power. And for everybody that had picked McNick to run away with this game, win it in convincing fashion, it's the Hawks from Bishop Hartley that come out here and throw the first punch. And pending this extra point will go up 7-0. What a job early on by the Hawks. Snap is back, kick is up, it's low, it's a line drive kick, but it's through. And that'll make it a 7-0 ball game. 7-0. McNick trailing it by a touchdown. Hartley on the board at 7-0. 5:23 left in the first.
Here's the Hawks scoring drive. Bishop Hartley goes 80 yards in 9 plays. Time of possession, 4 minutes, 31 seconds. Final 11 yards. Touchdown run.
An 11-yard run by Deontay Hubbard. You can tell the air is kind of out of the sails of this McNick crowd right now. Punched in the mouth early on. So here we go. Warren Markwood will kick this off. Still waiting, I believe, on the football. Markwood has it. And back to receive for McNick. It's Kyle Newman on this near side, and it's Carson Young on the far side. Kick goes over to that far side of the field, and it's received and going to come all the way back to this near side. Charlie Clark before he's wrapped up. What a tackle made at the 21-yard line, and right now Bishop Hartley is coming out here in a fury. 5:16 left in the first quarter. 7-0 Hartley, and looking for more. If they can get a stop here on offense, this is only going to be McNick's second offensive possession. That first possession for Bishop Hartley took up about half of the quarter, just marching it down the field. I don't believe they ever threw a pass, just kept the ball on the ground the whole way, and McNick unable to stop them. So now here we go on offense for McNick. It's Braden Bobo with Tyler Snyder right off him. Bobo scrambling, he's been in trouble all night. Bobo gets rid of it. There's nobody around looking for a flag. The officials are going to talk about it. This could be intentional grounding. Did it get past the line of scrimmage? And they're just going to say it's an incomplete pass. The Hartley sideline, they wanted the flag to get thrown for intentional grounding, but Bobo able to get rid of it, and he has been scrambling all night. Take a look back at this last play. Look at those defensive linemen coming right after Bobo. And I'll make it 2nd down and 10 with 5:08 left in the first quarter. Bobo back to pass again, but this time a flag on the far side blows it dead. We'll see our first penalty of the game. And it'll go against Bishop Hartley. The Hawks offsides on that play. Another.
Second down and 5.
McNick 2 to the top of the screen. 2nd and 5 after the penalty. Bobo going to hand it away. Carson Young trying to sweep around the outside. Gains good yardage. He'll be pushed out right at the sticks. There'll be a chance for McNick to pick up their first down of the game. McNick on the far sideline. They're helped by some of the shade, or at least they really will be in a few minutes as the sun will continue to set. We're at the far side of the field, the far hash mark. 3rd down and 1. 4:58 left in the first. 7-0 Hartley. Pitch behind him. Here's Snyder. He'll get the first down, and Moore stays on his feet. Nice pick up there to get the first down, keep the drive alive for McNick, which is something they really just got to focus on right now with how much they've struggled to begin this game, both on offense and defense. Hartley did not throw a pass on that opening drive. They just ran the ball all the way down the field. After the touchback on the punt to start the drive, marched it all the way to the end zone, capped off by the 11-yard run to put it away by DeAndre Hubbard. Passing is Bobo on first down, lofts it over to the left side, and it is almost intercepted. Was it caught? I don't believe it was. It hit the turf, but that was nearly intercepted on the far side of the field. Dangerous play there for McNick. Now is faced with a 2nd and 10, and the Rockets just not looking like the better team right now in this game. Bishop Hartley has been all over them, and for the most part, Bobo just hasn't had a ton of time to throw when he's been forced to drop back. Tyler Snyder, the 5'11", 220-pound running back. The left shoulder of Bobo. Snyder gets the carry, dances his way up the middle for a short gain to the 35-yard line. Pickup of 2 to make it a little more manageable, but it'll still be 3rd down and very long. We just haven't seen that one big explosive play yet from McNick.
Place the ball at the 35-yard line. 3rd down, 8.
Third down and 8 for McNick. Bobo looking to pass, takes a shot down the right side of the field. It's up and it's caught, and that will be a touchdown. Jay Dietz to the end zone. And McNick answers right back on the ensuing drive. Look at this play by Braden Bobo and Jay Dietz, a captain on this team, the senior. And he just got right behind his defender, and Julian Elliott just got lost. I have a stoppage now. I believe the clock was still running after that touchdown. Almost a minute ran off the clock. We'll see what they reset it to. Almost a full minute, though, ran off the clock after that touchdown. The clock will probably have to be reset toward 3:45, 3:50 maybe. We'll see where they put it. 3:28, oh my. 3:28 is where they stop the clock. And now here's the extra point to tie the game. And it is up, and that is very true. 7-7 with 3:28 left. Take a break, and we'll come back. No, maybe we won't take a break. We'll stay here. We will stay here, and we will roll right on into the end of the first quarter. 3:28 left. 7-7 is the score. And that was quite an answer from McNick after the job that Bishop Hartley did on the game's opening drive, just running the ball right down the field. You can see the sun is shining down right into the face of the visiting the Hawks. Looking right across the field, the Rockets on the opposite side of the field. It's going to cool down pretty significantly once the sun goes down, but for now, it is a warm one here in Ohio. Blue sky overhead, sun is shining. Can't complain about the weather. Chatterbox Sports Game Day was here earlier before the game. the game of the week presented by Bartels Heating and Cooling. And here we go on the ensuing kickoff. Very deep kick. Great kick there from McNick. And it'll be returned. And a nice run out here to the left side by the Hawks. And that'll go up the left side of the field. Really nice return. Jacob Forsyth on the tackle. But look at this. A 40-yard return off the kickoff, and Hartley keeps rolling this one out at the 45-yard line after the deep kick backed them up inside the 10-yard line all the way to the 5. A 40-yard return. Underwood under center on first down from the 45. They'll hand it off, and that's Wooten. And he'll get stopped after a gain of 3. Push him back 2 yards, 2.5 yards on that carry.
Takes it to the 48, gain 3.
Second down and 7.
And Burwell on the stop. Second down, 7.
2:50 and counting left in the first quarter. Snap back to Underwood. Play action though, he'll keep it himself on the option. And he'll pick up another 2 yards to the 50 to make it 3rd down and 5. I don't believe we have seen Underwood throw a pass yet tonight, as the Hawks are right on the precipice of being inside McNick territory now on both of their drives, but the Hawks are just keeping the ball on the ground, and it feels like at some point, McNick, you feel like will just force them to throw the football. And off and nowhere to go, right to the line of scrimmage. Joey Wooten tackled for no gain, and that'll make it 4th down and 5 from midfield. They're going to have to punt it away, no doubt about it. The way this game is going, and maybe the tide's starting to turn in McNick's favor. Punt for Warren Markwood. And he'll be kicking it deep to Ben Bobo alongside Kyle Newman. Bobo will receive, and it's a fair catch at the 21-yard line. Nice kick from the 50 to the 21. And that's where, or the 26 rather. Nope, 21 yard. Stuck with my gut there. The 21-yard line. That's where this drive will start for McNick. Their 3rd offensive drive of the night. The first one really didn't go for anything. Bobo was pressured throughout the drive. Didn't have a lot of time, didn't have a lot of opportunity to make many decisions. But as the drive went along, the game went along rather, and into that second drive was able to connect with Dietz. The home run play on 3rd down. On first down here, a run over to the left side for Tyler Snyder. And Snyder is tackled after a gain of 4 yards. Second and mid-distance for McNick.
Ball to 26-yard line. Gain of 5.
Under a minute to play in the first quarter. Bobo with a man in motion, keeps it himself on the option, and he'll run right to the first down marker up the middle of the field. Depending on the spot, he might have it, and they won't even check it. He does get the first down, and it looks like they're probably going to run one more play before the clock expires in the first quarter. About 25 seconds left. They have the option. Really good crowd filled in here at McNick. Standing down there to our left along the side. They might not run a play. But clock from 12 to 10. like they're going to try and milk this one out to the end of the first quarter. That's exactly what they're going to do. So we're going to step away, take a break, and we will be back after this with the second quarter. We're tied at 7 on Chatterbox Sports.
If your AC or furnace is struggling, turn to the experts at Bartels Heating and Cooling. Their certified technicians get the job done right the first time. And if you need a new unit, Bartels will give you upfront pricing with no hidden fees. Plus, ask about Bartels 0% interest financing for 60 months. Learn more at bartelsheatingandcooling.com. Bartels Heating and Cooling, for a comfortable way of life. Eli's Sports Bar and Grill, proudly sponsoring high school football with 3 locations in Mason, Liberty Township, and Ross, Ohio. Our 10-foot screens guarantee a great view from every seat in the house. Eli's Sports Bar and Grill, the best place in Cincinnati for sports, food, and fun.
Our fresh arrivals at Jake Sweeney Used Cars. Over 250 used vehicles weekly. All makes, all models. From economy to luxury, Jake Sweeney, the original used car superstore.
JakeSweeney.com.
If your AC or furnace is struggling, turn to the experts at Bartels Heating and Cooling. Their certified technicians get the job done right the first time. And if you need a new unit, Bartels will give you upfront pricing with no hidden fees. Plus, ask about Bartels 0% interest financing for 60 months. Learn more at Bartels Heating and Cooling.
On the first play of the second quarter, it's a run for Tyler Snyder for a minimal gain on second down. The first play of the second quarter goes for maybe a yard. He just looked like he barely got back to the line of scrimmage. The score is 7-7. Bishop Hartley got the ball after a touchback on a punt on McNick's first drive. McNick didn't even pick up a first down on that first drive of the game for them. And Hartley motored it all the way down the field. McNick answered with a home run pass to Dietz. Here's Bobo passing again, going to take another shot down the left side, and it is nearly intercepted. Joey Wooten had a better beat on that ball. He may have picked it off. He was looking for his brother, Ben Bobo. Talk with McNick's head coach, Mike Orlando, before this game. Talking about Brady Bobo and the job that Bobo has done this season after Isaac White, the starter, got hurt in the first half of the first game. Bobo led some good drives, he felt like, against Wheelersburg, McNick's only loss of the season, including that game-tying drive at the end of the game. Just feels like Bobo's been able to take what the defense has given him so far through the season. Here's Bobo having a scramble. We've seen him do this a few times tonight. Looking to get to the edge before a massive hit. Oh my goodness, what a hit. Laid down by Rory Ralston. Oh my, Bobo leveled to the ground on that one. We're trying to get Bobo to the edge, but Ralston put his head down and made a play. And that'll bring up 4th and very long. McNick is forced to punt again.
Joey Wooten is deep. Raleigh Gabriel to punt.
Back to punt. It's Raleigh Gabriel. And this one was blocked. And it's picked up, and it'll be a touchdown. Robert Langton. A touchdown for the visitors. A blocked punt. And Hartley is back in the lead. Bit of a low snap. And Langton came flying in, the freshman. What a play. 10:53 left in the second quarter, and Bishop Hartley, the Hawks, making a statement here to start this one. The extra point, that was nearly blocked, but it's through and good, and it's 14-7. What a swing there. And especially after the defensive momentum that it felt like McNick had generated over the last couple of drives for Bishop Hartley. The Hawks really hadn't been able to do anything. They were keeping the ball on the ground. We still have yet to see the Hawks throw a pass tonight. Everything's been on the ground, and McNick adjusted to that. Toward the end of the first quarter, they were able to stack up at the line of scrimmage, not allow the Hawks anything. But now McNick's going to get the football right back, trailing by 7. Nauman and Carson Young. They're back to receive. Warren Markwood will kick it away. We haven't seen very deep kicks tonight from Markwood. And he just pooches it out of bounds. A bizarre kick there from Warren Markwood. Just hasn't had the best night kicking the football tonight. And that's going to set up McNick with some great field position. Take a look at this. Almost look for a second like he might try the onside. But it just goes right out of bounds, not a chance to anybody. And this possession for McNick is going to start in some wonderful field position for the home team. Look at where this ball is going to be spotted for the first time tonight. McNick operating out of Bishop Hartley territory. That home run went for longer than 50, or the pass rather, home run pass went for longer than 50 yards. This will be the first play for McNick out of opponent territory. And Snyder dancing through the middle, taking a couple of defenders with him. It takes 3 Hawks to drag him down. Tyler Snyder, the 5'11" running back for this McNick team. All the way from the 49 down to the 32-yard line, a run of 17 yards on first down for McNick. Clock running at 10.5 minutes remaining in this second quarter. Bobo handing it away. Here goes Snyder again, but this time he's tackled in the backfield.
The 3-yard loss makes it second down, 13.
After that huge pickup on first down, he's just backed up another 3 yards. Back to the 35-yard line. Bobo will pass. Rolls right, flushed out, looking right, and he connects for the first time tonight with his brother Ben. Not enough for a first down. It was a long pass, but he was so far behind the line of scrimmage that the pass only went for about 7 yards. Ball now going to be spotted at the 27-yard line. 3rd down and 5. Pickup of 8 on the play. Talked to Mike Orlando about Ben Bobo and said that he feels like because he has more weapons this year on offense, can't just focus on Ben like they could last year. And back to pass, and he has a wide open Ben Bobo down the right seam. Tackled inside the 10. They're in the red zone at the 7-yard line. The Hawks got lost and left Ben unidentified on the far side of the field. A miscommunication by the secondary of the Hawks. and a costly one at that, because now McNick is marching inside the red zone. They have the ball at the Bishop Hartley 7-yard line. Under 9 minutes to play in the second quarter. McNick trailing by a touchdown, but on the doorstep of tying it. The handoff, and a nice run to the outside on the sweep. Here's Ben to the end zone, and a touchdown. Ben Bobo gets the ball from his brother, and he finds the end zone. The Bobo brothers connect in a big way, both through the air and on the ground. And McNick is now an extra point away from tying the game. That's a statement type of answer for McNick. After you get your punt blocked, it's returned for a touchdown. Extra point is up and good, and we're going to take a break. We'll be back after this on the Chatterbox Sports Game of the Week.
Our fresh arrivals at Jake Sweeney Used Cars. Over 250 used vehicles weekly. All makes, all models. From economy to luxury, Jake Sweeney, the original used car superstore.
JakeSweeney.com. If your AC or furnace is struggling, turn to the experts at Bartels Heating and Cooling. Their certified technicians get the job done right the first time. And if you need a new unit, Bartels will give you upfront pricing with no hidden fees. Plus, ask about Bartels 0% interest financing for 60 months. Learn more at bartelsheatingandcooling.com. Bartels Heating and Cooling, for a comfortable way of
$14-all with 8:40 left in the second quarter. Paul Fritchner with you from McNick, home of the Rockets. What has been a very good game so far. McNick had a punt block, returned for a touchdown. But McNick put together their best offensive drive of the night right there. The Bobo brothers connecting all over the place for a touchdown. And this ball goes back into the end zone, a long kick for a touchback. On the first drive of the night for Bishop Hartley, the drive started after a touchback. They marched it all the way down the field, 80 yards for a touchdown. Have yet to see the Hawks throw a pass tonight. Underwood under center, pitches it behind him to Hubbard. He stopped after a gain of 4.
Gain of the 24. The second and 6.
Been a fairly fast-moving first half just because of how much the ball has stayed on the ground. I mean, we are ticking down underneath 8 minutes already left in the second quarter. So here's the carry on second down. Rory Ralston has had a nice game so far tonight, both on offense and defense. Ralston keeping his feet moving, able to pick up a few and make it third and much more manageable. 3rd and 2 from the 28. Underwood under center. Hand it off to Hubbard. He'll get the first down and more, trying to stay on his feet. Looks to stiff arm a defender, but luckily for McNick, Tyler Haynes was there to drag down Hubbard, or else that may have been a breakaway touchdown to retake the lead for the visitors. But another run for Hubbard. Deontay Hubbard, the senior. run after run after run tonight. They are going to just ride Hubbard to victory as much as they can. They're going to win. It's going to be in large part because of his production. Here's a pass. Screen play out to the left. It's Wooten, and he breaks a couple of tackles and fights his way out to midfield. That ball will be spotted right at the 50-yard line. Under 7 minutes to play in the second quarter. 6:50 and counting. Sun is setting over on the horizon at McNick. Underwood handing it off to Ralston. Fighting for the first down, and he'll get it. Pick up of 3 on 2nd down and 2. And they'll march inside of Rocket territory to the 47-yard line. First down. Rockets have known pretty much all night what's coming. It's been run after run after run for Bishop Hartley. Team out of Columbus making the drive down 71. Pitch over to the right to Hubbard. Being chased by several Rockets before he puts his shoulder down and runs through a couple of defenders. Able to stay on his feet as he's pushed out of bounds. This is a powerful back.
Pushed out of bounds by Tyler Haynes.
Pickup of 6 yards there on first down. It'll be 2nd down and 4 from the 41. Same play. Here's Hubbard. Off to the races down the right sideline. Hubbard with a hole and more, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Back and forth we go. Bishop Hartley takes the lead. McNick has no answer for the run game of the Hawks right now. What a game we have here in front of us tonight. McNick trying to do what they can to stop the run. You know that's going to be the conversation at halftime. What can they do to plug up some of these holes? How about this offensive line of the Hawks opening up the seams? The extra point is good, and it's 21-14. We're going to step away and we'll take a break. Be back after this.
If your AC or furnace is struggling, turn to the experts at Bartels Heating and Cooling. Their certified technicians get the job done right the first time, and if you need a new unit, Bartels will give you upfront pricing with no hidden fees. Plus, ask about Bartels 0% interest financing for 60 months. Learn more at bartelsheatingandcooling.com. Bartels Heating and Cooling, for a comfortable way of life. Eli's Sports Bar and Grill, proudly sponsoring high school football with 3 locations in Mason, Liberty Township, and Ross, Ohio. Our 10-foot screens guarantee a great view from every seat in the house. Eli's Sports Bar and Grill, the best place in Cincinnati for sports, food, and fun.
Hold on, I'm coming. You didn't tell me you were getting McDonald's.
The steak, egg, and cheese bagel is back at McDonald's. Order ahead on the app and pick up curbside.
Check out our fresh arrivals at Jake Sweeney Used Cars. Over 250 used vehicles weekly. All makes, all models. From economy to luxury, Jake Sweeney, the original used car superstore.
JakeSweeney.com.
5:14 left in this second quarter. Short kick returned here for McNick by Carson Young. Dancing his way around the 30 before he's tackled at the 32-yard line.
The tackle, Michael Young.
McNick has had some answers on offense tonight, but just haven't really had the answer on the defensive side of the football. Haven't been able to stop the Bishop Hartley run. Bobo handing it off to Snyder on first down, and here's a hole. Snyder up the middle of the field. One man to beat. Now the defense catches up to him. Zinging and zagging. Here he goes. Still on his feet. Inside the 25-yard line to the 23. From the 32 of McNick to the Hawk 23. A huge chunk play on the first play from scrimmage of the drive. What a run. Barreling his way down the field. Tyler Snyder. Pitch over to the right. And Tyler Snyder there picks up a few more, and now some flags come flying in. Alston there on the tackle, but we're going to wait and see what this flag is for. Came flying in right away. Offsetting penalties maybe look like the official. And a signal with two fingers. And it is offsetting penalties on both teams. Personal foul going against both teams on the play. Physical game as displayed by the ball being on the ground for a large portion of the game. Braden Bobo really the only one to throw the ball tonight. We've only seen one pass so far from Bishop Hartley. This is going to make it second down and about 5. High snap, giveaway goes to Carson Young, and he's able to pick up 1 yard. McNick has had some success tonight on the ground behind Tyler Snyder and this offensive line, but they've also had some success through the air. Haven't seen them throw the ball as nearly as much, though, as they've kept it on the ground. 3.5 minutes and counting. Bishop Hartley will get the ball to start the second half. Right now, McNick inside the red zone looking for more points, trying to tie the game back up. High snap, Snyder going to cut back to his right, but he's tackled for a loss of 3 yards to the 20-yard line. And now this will force a decision. Do you kick the field goal here from the 20? Be about a 37-yard field goal. Or do you go for it on 4th down and 7? Looks like they are going to keep. Are they going to keep the offense on the field? Raleigh Gabriel, the kicker, is out there, and from the right hash, they're going to try the field goal. It's about a 37-yard field goal. Gabriel, snap is good. The kick is up. It has the distance, and it's right through. Gabriel cuts the lead down to 4. It's 21-17. Step away. We'll be right back on the Chatterbox Sports Bartels Heating and Cooling Game of the Week.
If your AC or furnace is struggling, turn to the experts at Bartels Heating and Cooling. Their certified technicians get the job done right the first time. And if you need a new unit, Bartels will give you upfront pricing with no hidden fees. Plus, ask about Bartels 0% interest financing for 60 months. Learn more at bartelsheatingandcooling.com. Bartels Heating and Cooling, for a comfortable way of life. Eli's Sports Bar and Grill, proudly sponsoring high school football with 3 locations in Mason, Liberty Township, and Ross, Ohio. Our 10-foot screens guarantee a great view from every seat in the house. Eli's Sports Bar and Grill, the best place in Cincinnati for sports, food, and fun.
.221 left in the half, and it'll be Hartley football. And we'll see, their offensive style tonight doesn't really mesh with how much time they have to try and march this ball down the field. All they've done is run the ball tonight. They've only passed the ball one time, but this is going to help. The kickoff goes out of bounds, and this will be great starting field position for the Hawks from Bishop Hartley out of Columbus. It's a massive break for them because now they're going to have a big opportunity to pick up some chunk yardage. 2:21 left. They've done it all on the ground. Conversation between the officials there at midfield. Maybe on where to spot the football. Be from the 35. And here we go. 2:21 to play in the half. Can they score a touchdown in enough time with the ball on the ground? They're going to pass it on first down. How about this? It's Ralston on the reception, and he gets to the 40-yard line. His tackle made there. 5-yard reception as the clock goes under 2 minutes. And I have to move a lot faster than that. Pitch back, and here's a run down the right sideline. Stays in bounds before he finally steps out, and he actually probably stepped out a little sooner than a lot had hoped on the Hartley sideline. And at the McNick 47-yard line, that was Deontay Hubbard motoring down the sideline, and he'd been able to keep his balance. He may have been able to rip that off for a touchdown. The clock does stop as he went out of bounds, less than 2 minutes to go. 1:50 to play in the half. Passing. A reception made by Ryan Perry, and he cuts it back to the middle of the field where he'll pick up 2 yards, and now a timeout is called. Presumably by the visitors, and it is a Bishop Hartley timeout. Both teams with all 3 timeouts remaining, but only 2 now for the Hawks. Had only seen them pass 1 time coming into this drive, but now we've seen them pass twice. And this drive down from left to right. Sun is set, and the temperature is much more manageable than it was a couple hours ago. Out of the timeout with 1:41 left in the first half. 2 timeouts remaining for the Hawks. Underwood under center. They'll hand it off. There's Hubbard looking around the outside. He wants to get out of bounds, and they're going to keep the clock rolling, so we'll wait and see if they call a timeout. Hubbard stayed in bounds. They do indeed call the timeout after a first down pickup. Spot the ball at the 37-yard line. Just 1 timeout remaining. Nope, they said he got out of bounds. It looked like they had blown it for a timeout. They say he got out of bounds. Rolling out left, a pass, a nice pass down the left side of the field, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Ryan Perry. Look at the arm on the quarterback of Underwood. Going on the left side of the field after he rolled out. Rolling away from his throwing hand. What that does, though, for the Hawks is it stops the clock with 1:12 to go in the half. 21-17. Pitch back to Hubbard, and he is dragged down just before the 30-yard line, and there is the timeout. At the 31-yard line, a 6-yard run on second down. That'll make it 3rd and 4, and now just one timeout remaining for Bishop Hartley, who leads this game 21-17. "64 seconds left before the half." Third down and 4. Under center, they pitch it back to Hubbard. They try to keep his feet moving for a first down. It's going to depend on the spot. It looks very close to the marker, and they're going to wave them forward. A first down for the Hawks. Just one timeout remaining. They don't use it here. The rollout left again. Has some room to run if he wants it. Now decides to throw and doesn't really go to anybody in particular. Perry was down there in the end zone, but didn't have enough on it to get there. It does stop the clock. Maybe a pseudo timeout there. We're second down and 10 with 44 seconds remaining. You've seen the arm strength at times from the quarterback Underwood. Underwood out of the shotgun. I think this might be the first time tonight we've seen an empty backfield. A quick pass to an open receiver, Joey Wooten, and he's tackled after a gain of about 6 on second down. Clock is still moving. We're under 30 seconds to play. They haven't used a timeout yet. And I have to make some adjustments now. This clock's still running. About 15 seconds have gone off the clock. We're under 20 seconds. Rolling out right. Underwood looking to the end zone. Or looking rather to the 10-yard line. He did have a receiver in the end zone, but that pass ball's incomplete. Now it's 4th down and 5. Do they trot the field goal unit out there to try and stretch the lead back to 7 with 9 seconds left, or do you take a shot? Realistically here, you got plenty of time. Just run a quick little dig. Try to pick up those 5 yards, get the first down, and you got plenty of time, 9 seconds left. Take one shot at the end zone. And it looks like they're going to try and go for it on 4th down. They pitch it back to Hubbard, and he's going to pass. Has a wide open receiver and a touchdown. What a play call. Ryan Perry on the reception. What a spectacular play call from Bishop Hartley. You practice that one, you have it in the bag of tricks. Everybody's selling out for Hubbard, but Perry gets lost behind the back line. Nobody there to cover him, and a touchdown. Spectacular. 2 seconds left in the half, so we'll have to kick it off. The extra point is good, and Bishop Hartley makes it a 28-17 ball game. Two seconds left in the half. Halftime, we'll take a break. Be back for the second half. Paul Fritchner with you here on Chatterbox Sports. Solo broadcast tonight from McNick.
The Bishop Hartley scoring drive. Off to 65 yards in 10 plays. Time of possession, 2 minutes, 19 seconds. 121 yards, a touchdown pass.
And as long as this isn't a touchback, this will be the final action of the first half. Warren Markwood to kick it away. Carson Young back to receive. This ball is going to bounce. Young touches it, and it goes out of bounds. I think that might be the end of the half. They'll look at the clock. The clock is all zeros, and that'll do it. 28-17, and the visiting fans show their appreciation for what the Hawks from Bishop Hartley have come here and done in the first half against McNick, in a game that a lot of people thought McNick may run away with. It's been Bishop Hartley that has quite literally ran away from the McNick Rockets at points tonight. Well, we'll step away. We'll be back for the second half. Later on, this has been the Bartels Heating and Cooling Chatterbox Sports Game of the Week. Stick with us. Second half around the corner.
Check out our fresh arrivals at Jake Sweeney Used Cars. Over 250 used vehicles weekly. All makes, all models. From economy to luxury, Jake Sweeney, the original used car superstore.
JakeSweeney.com. Hold on, I'm coming. You didn't tell me you were getting McDonald's.
The steak, egg, and cheese bagel is back at McDonald's. Order ahead on the app and pick up curbside.
Where can you turn when you're in pain? Turn where more high school, college, and pro athletes turn. Where your neighbors and weekend warriors turn. Turn to Beacon Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get superior care on your schedule. That's the Beacon difference.
Welcome back to McNicholas High School here on the east side of Cincinnati for the second half between McNick and Bishop Hartley. Paul Fritchner with you. I see a lot of you tuned in on our YouTube channel on Chatterbox Sports. Some of you may be watching on Twitter. Bishop Hartley leading this game 28-17. As we begin this third quarter. But as I was mentioning, a lot of you watching on our YouTube channel, so if you are watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. We'll have all of our Chatterbox Sports games of the week streamed live through our YouTube channel, as well as our daily shows. Off the Bench with Tom Brenneman, daily from 10 to 12 Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. A lot of live content, post-produced content going to come out to the Chatterbox Sports YouTube channel. So if you haven't done so yet and you're watching this game on YouTube, go ahead and click that subscribe button. We're inching closer to 1,000. We're at about 100 the other day, so it's been a pretty good rate of growth here over the last few days. Thanks to everybody that has subscribed so far. And if you're watching on Twitter and you want that full experience, you want to turn it on YouTube on your flat screen TV, you can do that on your smart TV, on your app. Just go to the YouTube app and you can watch this game live on your big TV up there. Turn the fire pit on. Enjoy this second half of football in the Bartels Heating and Cooling Chatterbox Sports Game of the Week. Well, McNick received the opening kickoff, so they will kick it away. And here we go for the second half. Kick it deep. Back to receive. Nice little run out to the 20-yard line. Joma to the 20. So same difference. Sophomore, the 20-yard return. And that is where the second half begins for the visitors from Columbus. 4 touchdowns in the first half for Bishop Hartley, and maybe none better than the touchdown that Deontay Hubbard threw to Ryan Perry to close the half. Thought Hubbard was going to run the ball. Everybody collapsed in on him, and he just flipped it over everybody into the end zone for a touchdown. On first down, it's Rory Ralston, the ball carrier, for a first down. It's a pickup of 12 yards by Ralston, who had a nice first half, laid a massive hit on the quarterback, Braden Bobo of McNick. Also played pretty well carrying the football. We just haven't seen the Hawks throw the ball all that much tonight. Wooten in motion. Wooten gets the ball, spins off a couple of would-be tacklers, and gets to the 40-yard line, a pickup of 8 to make it 2nd and 2. Even though almost every play you know what you're going to get out of the Hawks, it's kind of like when you play a triple option team. This is not a triple option offense, but it's about as close as you can be without having to call it one. A pitch back to Hubbard. We'll run it right up the middle, and he'll get some extra space. Look at this, to the midfield. 10-yard run. The chains will move. Picking up right where they left off, and you have to wonder what head coach Mike Orlando talked to McNick about at the half. You know that just that emphasis on stopping the run. Can't be fooled by a play like what they did at the end of the half with Hubbard, but look at this. Everybody stacked in the box. They're going to blow this dead. That's a false start. You can see that from a mile away. False start on the offense will back them up 5 yards to the 45. So it'll be 1st and 15. Pretty fast first half of action because, as I was mentioning, the ball just stayed on the ground. McNick threw the ball a little bit in that first half, but it stayed mostly on the ground. Under center is Underwood. He hands it away to Wooten, and he scrapes his way for a short gain. Pickup of 3 on first down. Make it 2nd and 12. First down marker is at the 40-yard line. McNick in those dark jerseys and Bishop Hartley in the white, going from left to right. Underwood under center. He'll pitch it back to Hunter. Deontay Hubbard spins through some more tacklers. Oh my goodness. Deontay Hubbard just refuses to go down. Look at this replay. Hubbard gets the pitch, gets a nice little bit of running room there. He's able to do something after Royer Ralston missed the block. 9 minutes and counting left in the third quarter. 3rd and 8 from the 48. Hubbard, a lot of room to run, delayed to the 45-yard line. He was patient. Now it'll be 4th down and a decision for the Hawks. Do they go for it here on 4th and 5 from the 45? Do they punt it away? Coach Brad Birchfield going to keep the offense on the field, much to the delight of the visiting fans. Underwood will hand it away to Hubbard, try to turn the corner, and it'll be close. He stretched the ball out. It'll depend on the spot. They may have to measure this. It's right at the line. It's very close. The sticks are on the opposite side of the field. Honestly, kind of looks like he may have gotten it from here, and they won't even measure it. Look at this run. He reaches the ball out at the last minute, and he had enough. They didn't even have to measure it. A first down for Bishop Hartley. First and 10 from the 40-yard line. Underwood handing it to Ralston. And he'll be tackled after a gain of about 2.5. First down marker is at the 30-yard line. McNick defense just keeps getting punched. Come right at him time again, time again, time again.
2nd down, 7.
Underwood under center. Pitch it back to Hubbard. He'll spin his way forward inside the 35-yard line to the 33. A pickup of 4 yards and make it 3rd down and just about 3. A full 3 yards. But the way they've been aggressive tonight, I figure this is kind of 2-down territory for Bishop Hartley. Look at everybody bunched up together. And Hubbard is dropped in the backfield. Great play there by Adam Carville, the senior. Back up the Hawks. Tackle for a loss of 1. And again, the Hawks are going to keep their offense on the field. They've already picked up a 4th and 5 on this drive. Can they get a 4th and 4? Hubbard uses some blocks and he won't get there. Stopped in the backfield, tackled for a loss. The McNick defense runs off the field. They're elated. They finally got the stop they need. And after a very long drive, McNick able to get the ball back. I mean, that drive took up nearly half the quarter. 6:25 to go in the third. 2-possession game. McNick trailing it 28-17. Last 2 games of the week have been lopsided blowouts after that thriller with Lakota West and St. X in week 1. Now we're going to see a direct snap to Tyler Snyder. And Snyder will keep it himself. He's going to run to the edge. Snyder with a great run already today will pick up 5 on first down. Going to make it 2nd and 5. Saw Snyder, the one and really only big chunk play on the ground for McNick earlier in this game. They did have a very deep pass from their own territory for a touchdown. It's an 11-yard run for Ben Bobo to score. Oh, it's 28-17. Bobo, the miscommunication. He'll keep it himself. A run to the outside, has some room, and he'll be stopped at the 50-yard line, right at midfield, a first down, but he turned the wrong way. Look at this. Snyder's off his left side, and he hands it to the right. A miscommunication. He just kept it himself. He almost just put the ball into Snyder's pocket, but he took off, ran up the seam, inside the numbers on the right side, and the drive keeps on moving to midfield for McNick. 5:08 left in the third quarter. Bobo standing back at the 45-yard line, dropping back, take a shot deep. As a receiver down the right side, Bobo comes back to it, and oh my goodness, what a catch! Through traffic, it'll be pass interference on Bishop Hartley. Terrian Barber was flagged on the play, but it won't matter. Look at this catch. Ben Bobo coming back to the football on a pass that was a bit underthrown. The Bobo brothers connect in a big way. From the 50 all the way down to the 27-yard line. A pickup of 23 on the play.
The pass was complete to the 27. To be a gain of 23 yards and good for a Rockets first down.
Obviously wave off that flag.
Penalty against the Hawks declined.
So from the 27-yard line, McNick, the clock running. This is not a must-score drive, but it just feels like after you get that 4th down stop for Bishop Hartley, stop them when they go for it on 4th down, you get the offense back, you get that big chunk play. Bobo handing it off to Snyder, and he'll go nowhere. Tyler Snyder, talked to Mike Orlando about him, and Orlando told me that he just asked Snyder, asked him early on as a senior to step up, be a leader, take those younger guys under his wing. They're working on his patience this year, trying to get him less frustrated and anxious, but they feel like he's stepping up in the big moments, that when the lights are bright, Ty Snyder has answered the call. We've seen that tonight. Snyder has done his job very well. Bobo looking to the left side of the field to his brother again. Bobo reaches up, and he comes down with it. Bobo to Bobo, twice now on this drive to the 5-yard line. A 22-yard pickup on the play. McNick knocking on the door. Bobo pitching it over to the left of Snyder, looking for some room to run, and it'll be close to the goal line, and he'll be tackled inside of the 1. Very close. But they'll have 2nd and goal from inside the 1-yard line. Nearly a full yard. You can see where that ball is spotted. Second and goal from inside the 1. Bobo handing it off to Tyler Snyder, pushing to the goal line, and he's in for a touchdown. McNick draws ever closer as the Rockets cut into the lead with 2:37 left in the third quarter. Saw Carmel there trying to lay a block. Snyder following him right up the gut for a touchdown. Gabriel on for the extra point. 2:37 left in this third quarter. McNick crowd starting to get back into it. And the extra point is good. Thanks to everybody again checking in on YouTube for the Bartels Heating and Cooling Game of the Week. Keep the YouTube chat open, so if anybody's watching and enjoys it, send us a message listening in. We're going to take a break. We'll be back after this.
Our fresh arrivals at Jake Sweeney Used Cars. Over 250 used vehicles weekly. All makes, all models. From economy to luxury, Jake Sweeney, the original used car superstore.
If your AC or furnace is struggling, turn to the experts at Bartels Heating and Cooling. Their certified technicians get the job done right the first time. And if you need a new unit, Bartels will give you upfront pricing with no hidden fees. Plus, ask about Bartels 0% interest financing for 60 months. Learn more at bartelsheatingandcooling.com. Bartels Heating and Cooling, for a comfortable way of life.
Do you have that ticket? You're a winner. $188 from the Split the Pot if you're in attendance and listening to this one. I always love me a good Split the Pot. No matter where I go, you feel like one day you might win it. Because you know, unlike the lottery, somebody is going to win the Split the Pot every time. It gives you a sense of hope. Alongside Casey McAllister, I'm Paul Fritchner. Casey here to my right producing this game tonight. Paul Fritchner here broadcasting this game solo from McNick on the Bartels Heating and Cooling Game of the Week. Nice return here on the far side of the field for Ijoma. And the Bishop Hartley Hawks, a pretty good starting field position with 2:27 left in the third quarter. And return all the way out to the 32-yard line. McNick got that fourth down stop. Bishop Hartley went for it on fourth down deep in McNick territory. McNick got the stop, turned it into 7 points. Now here's a pass on first down to Ryan Perry. Has some room up the right side of the field. He'll be tackled at the 44-yard line, a gain of 12 on first down.
Brings the ball out to the 44-yard line. Gain of 12.
12 yards on first down. The clock running. Look at that. Missed tackles. For finally being brought down. 2:06 left and counting in the third. Underwood under center. Hands it off to Ralston. And he'll carry the pile for a decent pickup out to the 48-yard line. That's a gain of 4. McNick looking to turn the tide in the fourth quarter. McNick trying to win their third game of the season. They have a loss in the middle, bookended by 2 wins. Win to open the season, lost to Wheelersburg for that win last week. Blowout win in week 1 over Indian Hill. Bishop Hartley trying to get on the board, trying to get in the win column this year. There's a Hubbard carry into McNick territory to the 48. 4-yard pickup. But Bishop Hartley, we've seen them play some tough teams this year. They're 0-3. McNick head coach Mike Orlando scheduling this team from Columbus. Here's the carry on 3rd down and 2. And that'll go for a first down and much more from Hubbard. to the 41-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Orlando telling me that he was first introduced to Bishop Hartley back in 1987 when he was a ball boy for Steubenville Catholic Central. Said, quote, they put one on us, and then they beat them in 1988. Orlando lived in Columbus for 5 years, knows the team well, knows the program well. He knows that they're tough and they're gritty, and they've showed that tonight. They're a tough 3-0. They've played some really good teams. Told me yesterday they won't look like a 3-0 team, and they sure haven't tonight. Another carry there for Bishop Hartley, and that's going to take us to the end of the quarter. 3 quarters down, 1 quarter to play. What will we find out about these teams in the final 12 minutes of action? It's the Chatterbox Sports Game of the Week. We're back for the final quarter. Put your fours up. We'll be back after this.
Check out our fresh arrivals at Jake Sweeney Used Cars. Over 250 used vehicles weekly. All makes, all models. From economy to luxury, Jake Sweeney, the original used car superstore.
JakeSweeney.com. Hold on, I'm coming. You didn't tell me you were getting McDonald's.
The steak, egg, and cheese bagel is back at McDonald's. Order ahead on the app and pick up curbside.
Where can you turn when you're in pain? Turn where more high school, college, and pro athletes turn. Where your neighbors and weekend warriors turn. Turn to Beacon Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get superior care on your schedule. That's the Beacon difference.
The ball is on the ground on the first play of the quarter, but Bishop Hartley falls on it back at the 45-yard line, a loss of 7 on 2nd and 7, and a big swing of momentum potentially now that instead of 2nd and mid-distance or 3rd and mid-distance, it brings up 3rd and very long. 3rd and 14 to be exact, from the 45-yard line of the Rockets. McNick's crowd getting into it. Underwood from the 50, hands it off. Turning the left edge, Hubbard. It'll be close. And Hubbard gets the first down and more from the 45 to the 30. A 15-yard run for Deontay Hubbard. Check this out. Snap back. Hubbard just following his blockers. Cutting through the hole, patient. Rips off the run. 28-24, 11 minutes left in the game. Hartley trying to maybe put this game away with a touchdown on this drive. Handoff up the middle to Joey Wooten. Goes for no gain. First down marker is at the 20. Hartley would be inside the red zone if they pick up a first on this drive. This game has been rather quick just because of how much the ball has been on the ground. Already just 10 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game. 2nd and 10 from the 30. Pitch back to Hubbard. Looking for the left edge, stiff arms a defender. And he's pushed out of bounds at the 26. Pickup of 4 there.
Knocked out by Nate Collier. Ball's going to be marked at the 26. For loss, 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6. Bishop Hartley not seeing him pass too much tonight. They did pass for a touchdown on a trick play. Keeping it, Underwood himself looking for the first, and he's going to get it. My goodness. A strong run on 3rd down and earns him a first inside the red zone. A 7-yard run to the 19 for Underwood. And now he'll go back under center. A quick handoff to Ralston. Rory Ralston, the junior, dives his way down for a pickup of 2 yards to the 16, call it the 17-yard line.
Jack Mayer on the stop. Second down, 7.
And a Bishop Hartley Hawks looking to put the stamp on it. Here's Hubbard, and a tackle made by Jake Reese. And they got a hold on Bishop Hartley. It's going to wipe that off. So instead of what likely would have been close to a first down for the Hawks, instead, we'll back them up 10 yards.
Penalty against the Hawks, moves the ball back to the 29.
9:02 left in the game. And a false start. That was obvious. Everybody in the stadium saw that. Not sure what was happening there. So from 2nd and 20, it's going to go to 2nd and 25. Long conversation between the referee and the other officials there as you see McNick pleading to the crowd to get up and into it. They know the situation in this game. False start. Backs up Bishop Hartley 5 yards. 2nd and 25 now from the 34-yard line. First down marker is all the way down at the 9. Underwood under center. Looks like the same play. Now they're going to pass out left. Do have a receiver in Ryan Perry, and a tackle is made. It saved potentially a big play. That was Adam Carville there. We've called his name a lot tonight in big spots to save those types of plays. They stayed in bounds, kept the clock moving, 8.5 to go. Sliced the yardage to gain in a little over half. It's now 3rd and 11. And again, the yard to gain, the line to gain rather, is at the 9. 3rd down. Passing. Looking down to the end zone, and it is dropped! It's dropped! A gift of a touchdown to Ryan Perry slips through his hands. And McNick catches a massive break. Look at this. A beautifully placed football that plain and simply Ryan Perry has to come down with. No doubt about it. The Hartley fans were already celebrating. But they're going to keep the offense on the field. 8:01 remaining in the game. The Hawks looking for the knockout punch. McNick trying to get the ball back to take the lead. And another penalty on the Knights. And now you have to wonder, do they go for it even on 4th and 15? Looks like they are going to keep the offense on the field. What a frustrating back-to-back situation for the Hawks. Underwood, he'll pass down the left side of the field, and it's overthrown. He was looking for Deontay Hubbard, and look at that McNick defense storming off the field. They're fired up with 7:56 to play in this one.
And manning the concession stand tonight, the boys soccer team.
7:56 to go in the game, and the drama building at McNick. Bobo back to pass, looking down the left side of the field as a receiver wide open, and it's dropped. It is dropped by Charlie Clark. Potentially the go-ahead touchdown here, and it slipped through his fingers. Saw Ryan Perry for the Hawks drop one. And Clark had that one on the run, but he couldn't haul it in. A 2nd and 10 from the 25. $7:50 to go in the game. Bobo looking right side. Now he flips it back over the line to Snyder. Runs through the middle of the field, has a first down and more. Trying to make a man miss. He spins to the 44. A gain of 19 for the Rockets. And everything going the way of McNick right now. It keeps some tempo to the offense. Bobo looking with plenty of time. Throws, and it's overthrown to his brother. Make it 2nd and 10. Hartley just trying to hang on right now. And you have to wonder, really, with the way that Hartley has played, if the Hawks can get a stop on this drive, they may just be able to run out the clock with 7:25 left. Barring a turnover, this could be McNick's last shot at it with the way that Hartley's run the football. Bobo keeps it himself. A nice decision there by the sophomore, and he gets into Hartley territory just across midfield. That'll make it 3rd and mid-distance, and I don't think it's that crazy to say that this could be 2-down territory, only because of the way Hartley has run the football tonight. Third down and 3. Could all be a moot point with a first down here. Here comes the rush. Bobo will pass. Doesn't see the blind side coming. He flips it out, and it's overthrown. He was again looking for Clark, but this time it was overthrown. Bobo gets back up, and we'll see here, what does Mike Orlando do in this situation? They keep the offense on the field. Bobo is looking to the sideline. He has the play call, and that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 3. Just need to get to the 46. Biggest play of the game so far. And I think we're going to get a timeout here. We will, by the Hawks. That's their first timeout of the second half. First timeout taken by either team. So we will step away. We'll take a break, and we'll be back after this on the Chatterbox Sports Bartels Heating and Cooling Game of the Week.
Our fresh arrivals at Jake Swinney Used Cars. Over 250 used vehicles weekly. All makes, all models. From economy to luxury, Jake Swinney, the original used car superstore.
If your AC or furnace is struggling, turn to the experts at Bartels Heating and Cooling. Their certified technicians get the job done right the first time, and if you need a new unit, Bartels will give you upfront pricing with no hidden fees. Plus, ask about Bartels 0% interest financing for 60 months. Learn more at bartelsheatingandcooling.com. Bartels Heating and Cooling, for a comfortable way of life.
6:37 to go in the game. Fourth down, the biggest play of the game. Coming up right here. Can McNick keep the drive alive? Snyder off the right shoulder of Bobo. And I think now we're going to have a timeout taken by McNick. We will, so we'll stay here. Timeout taken by the Rockets. Both teams understand the importance of this one. Want to thank all of our viewers on YouTube. I see Adam Beach checking in from Cleveland. Live chat feature available. There are some redeeming qualities to social media and the YouTube live chat, able to interact with all of our viewers here. So I want to thank everybody for checking in. And again, I said it before, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel yet, make sure you do. You'll be able to see all of our live content, and plenty of it coming up here around the corner. But it's the Bartels Heating and Cooling Chatterbox Sports Game of the Week from McNick. We were at Milford last week. Lakota West and St. X to open the season. One of the best games in the state, that one was. And this one has been shaping up for a beauty. 6:37 left in the game. Fourth down and 3. Here comes the rush. A high snap. He flips it over, and Snyder does not make the catch. It was low, and he was unable to reel it in. And it's a fourth down stop for the Hawks. They come up strong, so now both teams have failed to convert at one point or another tonight on fourth down. Maybe none more than a critical time right there. The ball is spotted at midfield, 6:31 left. And I'll tell you, the way that the Hawks have run the football, they get a couple of first downs. They're going to try to milk this one clean. Here's Underwood, passing on first down out to the right. Decent block there as saw Joey Wooten try to cut it up the field.
Reception. Tackle Tyler Haynes.
Gain of 3 on the play. The clock ticks, 6:12 and counting. Ball spotted at the 46-yard line. This is exactly what the Hawks want to do. Just take the air out of the football. Underwood will go under center with Hubbard right behind him. Instead, the ball goes to Ralston. And he'll push his way down to the 44, a gain of 2. Be a little more. Down to 43. So a pickup of 3 yards.
Brady Clements, Carson Young in the stop. It'll be third down, about
5:26 to go. Third down and 3. Paul Fritchner with you from McNick. What's been a thriller so far. Handoff on third down. Hubbard slicing and dicing and dancing his way forward across the 35 to the 34. A pickup of 9. My goodness, has he been impressive tonight. We don't have the stats. I don't know how many yards he has run for, but he has passed the eye test in a big way. He has just been a monster tonight on the ground for the Hawks. Cannot say enough about the job that Deontay Hubbard has done to put these Hawks in a position to win this ball game. Carry to Ralston, and he will go all the way down to the 22. Pickup of 12, another first down, and the clock keeps moving. Now, one thing we haven't seen from the Hawks tonight is any kind of indication that they'd be willing to kick a field goal. All they want to do is keep this ball on the ground. They just want to keep marching it forward, They've gone for it on 4th down in key spots in the game. 4:20 and counting. Hubbard to the outside, and he's tackled inside the red zone. Angela Tucker's checking in, watching the Hawks play here tonight. So we got some Rocket fans, we have some Hawks fans, maybe up from Columbus watching this one. And what has been a very good back and forth game. The Hawks trying to win their first game of the season. 3:49 to go. They can taste it, but McNick trying to get a stop and put together a winning streak. 2-1 on the year. Here's Hubbard up the middle. He'll get a first down and much more to the 8-yard line. A gain of 10 on first down. The Hawks are just riding Hubbard to victory in this game.
At the 8.
Hawks in no rush as they look to the sideline. Peyton Underwood, senior quarterback, under center. Hands it away toward the goal line, and he is in for a touchdown. Another score for the Hawks. It's Ralston yet again. He's been all over the field tonight. Offense, defense, everywhere. Rory Ralston may have just sealed the deal for the visitors. With 2:57 to play, the extra point is no good. So what that does do is it keeps it at a touchdown and a field goal. Don't need the 2-point conversion or anything like that. Nothing funky here. Just a touchdown and a field goal. So we'll step away, take a break, and be back.
If your AC or furnace is struggling, turn to the experts at Bartels Heating and Cooling. Their certified technicians get the job done right the first time. And if you need a new unit, Bartels will give you upfront pricing with no hidden fees. Plus, ask about Bartels 0% interest financing for 60 months. Learn more at bartelsheatingandcooling.com. Bartels Heating and Cooling, for a comfortable way of life. Eli's Sports Bar and Grill, proudly sponsoring high school football with 3 locations in Mason, Liberty Township, and Ross, Ohio. Our 10-foot screens guarantee a great view from every seat in the house. Eli's Sports Bar and Grill, the best place in Cincinnati for sports, food, and fun.
2:57 left for McNick to try and come back in this game. Down by 10. Touchdown and a field goal is what they need. Got to put points on the board on this drive. An onside kick, come right back with it. This kick goes deep out to the right. It's a return, and a decent return here for Carson Young before he's leveled at the 25. Make it the 20, well, we'll see where they spot it. Might be around the 27. And
Be marked officially near the 27.
I think the Hawks may have just called a timeout. They did. Hawks called a timeout, so just one timeout remaining for the Hawks. Interesting to call a timeout out of the kickoff. They've seen something, they've thought of something right there. I don't see that too often. Bishop Hartley up 34-24, and they've just been the aggressor all night. They got out to the lead. And really haven't looked back. McNick has kept it close. Whenever McNick is really drawn and closed in the breathing room, it's been Hartley that's had the answer. What can Bobo do now to lead this team? We've seen a dramatic late game already. Back in week 2, led that late game tying drive. Can he do it again? On first down, passing deep down the left sideline into double coverage, and it's broken up. Good job out there by the Hartley secondary, and there is a flag on the play, a hold. Oh, roughing the passer rather. Roughing the passer. Oh man, what a break for McNick after a nice play was made defensively by Fidelis Emoja out there in the secondary. 2:43 left. Look at how far up the field this one's gonna go.
Penalty against the Hawks. Moves the ball out to the 42.
42-yard line.
Rockets first down.
Bobo likely passing the rest of the way. Snap back to him. Here comes the rush. He'll go to the outside, be flushed out, have plenty of time. Comes to this near side. The pass is complete. Easy reception there to his brother Ben. Pick up a few yards. He gets out of bounds. No, he didn't get out of bounds. The clock keeps running. The 46-yard line. Three receivers up top. Late jump. The outside receiver and over the middle of the field could not complete the pass to his brother Ben Bobo again. Ben Bobo, the senior captain, 5'7", 151 pounds. One of the most dangerous receivers in this conference. Somebody that McNick has relied upon for the last few years. .212 left in the game. 3rd down and 6. Obviously 2-down territory for the Rockets. Snap back, pass out to the left, pass is complete. That'll be a first down for the Rockets. Carson Young there on the reception.
That gain is good for a Rockets first down.
Jay Dietz has to back up across the line. 1st and 10 from the 46. Bobo passing out to the right to his brother Ben. Trying to slip through some tackles. He does. Dances across another. Has some room to run. Spinning to the middle of the field. Across the 30. The 27-yard line. Mark at the 28. Under 2 minutes to play. The clock is ticking. They got to hurry up. Bobo under center. And he spikes it. With 1:40 left, 100 seconds left in this game for McNick to score 10 points. Look at this footwork from Ben Bobo. Shedding, what, 4, 5 tacklers there? Before finally being brought down at the 28. 2 timeouts remaining for McNick. 2nd and 10 after the spike. Bobo takes a deep breath, looking right, and he has a receiver, his brother Ben again. He's pushed out of bounds. That stops the clock at the 16-yard line, a pickup of 12. And now this becomes the classic scenario of, do you just kick the field goal? Maybe in a down or two. Do you try 1 or 2 to the end zone and then kick you're gonna need a field goal anyway, and an onside. You're gonna need a score and an onside kick. You've seen the ability of Raleigh Gabriel tonight to hit that field goal. He hit a 37-yarder earlier in this game. That's what this would be. It actually would be shorter than 37. Pass out to the left. Pass is complete. Now trying to get to the sideline, and he does. Great job by Tyler Haynes to bounce outside of the sticks with 1:24 left in the game. It's a big chance there for the Hawks to bring down Haynes inbounds, but instead he picks up 7 to the 9-yard line. Ball spotted at the left hash. saves McNick a timeout. Bobo with two receivers to his right. Goes to the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown. Jay Dietz, the senior, brings McNick within a score. It's not over yet, folks. Dietz running to the outside. Great pass there. Perfect spot from Bobo. And now Gabriel is called on for the extra point.
Riley Gabriel to attempt the extra point. Ben Bobo holds.
Ben Bobo will hold for Gabriel. Made a 37-yarder earlier tonight. Here's the extra point. Low, but he gets it together and punches it through the uprights. 34-31 with 80 seconds remaining in the game, and it's all going to come down to this onside kick. Gabriel has been so valuable tonight with his leg. Can he do it one more time? (34-31), the Hawks trying to win their first game of the season. McNick looking to avoid their second loss.
Kickoff.
80 seconds left. The Hawks coming out to get set up. Hands team out to the far side of the field. It's Carson Zumelli that's going to take the onside kick. Zumelli, the junior. It won't be Gabriel, it's Zumelli. 6 Rockets are up at the top side of your screen, including Ben Bobo, Jake Reese, the hands team. Can they try to salvage it? This for the game. They punch it, it's close, it rolls. Oh my goodness, so close. The ball was right there for Ethan Gardner, but he was unable to reel it in. And Bishop Hartley takes over. He was right there on it. Look at how close the senior was to recovering that onside kick. McNick does have 2 timeouts remaining. So this game not completely over yet, but a first down would seal it. Can McNick's defense come up when they need him? Underwood under center. Hand off, and a short gain for Hubbard. That'll go for 4 yards. They get 3 yards and a timeout taken by McNick with 1:13 left. 34-31. Bishop Hartley trying to pull off the stunner. Hawks and their fans who traveled down from Columbus showing off in style at running game. 1 timeout remaining. Hubbard will go under center. 3 backs behind him. Hands it off to Hubbard. He runs through the middle, and that will do it. All green ahead for Hubbard. And a game-winning touchdown. Their first win of the season, put it in the books. How about this run for the Hawks? It has been all Hubbard all night long, and he takes it to the end zone for a touchdown. With just over a minute remaining, the game-sealing touchdown for the visitors. And the extra point is blocked. It is no good. So it's a 9-point affair. But what a run. Yet again, all night long, that's all we've done is talk about Deontay Hubbard. Senior, listed at 6 foot, 200 pounds, just rumbling right through the middle of the field. Not only did they get a first down, they got a first down and more, put points on the board. So McNick will alternate wins and losses the first 4 weeks of the season. Win against Indian Hill in week 1, lost to Wheelersburg, a win last week, and now a loss here on their home field. Weren't sure what to expect coming into this game. We just didn't know what Bishop Hartley was going to bring to the table. They brought that toughness. They were gritty, as McNick coach Mike Orlando told me yesterday. Kept the ball on the ground. They had that power run game. And they have just run all over this McNick defense tonight. 40-31 with 1:04 left in the game. Kick it deep. Far side of the field it goes, and it'll be returned by the Rockets. Dancing across the 40, and good return there for Carson Young. Under a minute to play. If you're McNick, you're looking for a Hail Mary to get it quick. Get down into that red zone, maybe kick a quick field goal, then try the onside kick. You were so close just a minute ago to recovering an onside kick. Prevent defense now from the Hawks. Here comes the rush, and it is almost intercepted. That ball hit the turf. No question about that one. That ball was incomplete. Nearly, though, an interception. Bobby Grilly. Look at the rush coming in to force the hand of Bobo. 51 seconds to go. Bobo passing out left, has a pass complete to Gardner. Gardner up the sideline. He stays inbounds at the 40-yard line. Only one timeout remaining for McNick. He spikes the ball. Snyder very unhappy with Gardner. He wanted Gardner just to get up, maybe into the slot and get set. Didn't need to go all the way out there as far as he did. Just a couple more seconds off the clock. McNick trying to keep this game alive, but for all intents and purposes, that was a game-winning touchdown from Deontay Hubbard. Snap back to Bobo. Pass over the middle of the field. It's popped up and it falls harmlessly to the turf. Jay Dietz couldn't reel it in. That makes it third down. Good protection there for Bobo as he came across the middle of the field. 33 seconds to go in the game. Snap to Bobo. Looking over the middle of the field. Pass complete. That's Haynes. And he gets out of bounds at the 30. Pickup of 10. 27 seconds left. Would take a miracle at this point, but McNick hanging on. Rockets do have one timeout left. From the 30-yard line. Pass out right, complete to Bobo, and he's tackled after a gain of just one, and a timeout taken, the final timeout by McNick. 19 seconds left in the game, and quite honestly, at some point, you gotta take a shot to the end zone because you're gonna need 2 scores. You can't just keep taking the 5 and 6 yard dump offs. It's not like you're playing for just a 1 touchdown deficit. You need to score twice. You need a field goal and a touchdown. So at some point, if you're McNick, you got to go for points. Maybe take a 10-yard gain, send the field goal unit out, but even that, with no timeouts remaining, would take too much time off the clock. You put yourself in a pretty tough position if you're the Rockets right now. You're running out of options. The ball spotted at the 28-yard line. Got 8.5 yards to go to a first down.
At the 28, 2nd and 8.
3 receivers up top. 1 receiver at the bottom of your screen. Empty backfield. And a quick pass out to Bobo. He goes into the middle of the field, and that'll be a first down. That does stop the clock, but only briefly, as now they're going to have to spike it. Got to go quick. And he does spike it. 2 seconds goes off the clock there. And I think you got to send your, well, they haven't done it yet. I was going to say, maybe you send your field goal unit out here with 11 seconds left. At some point, you're going to need points. Is there enough time for 3 plays left in this game? You got to score here. Have to score on this play. Pass to the end zone to the left side. It's up, and it is dropped. Incomplete. It was right there into the hands of Ethan Gardner, but double coverage made it tough. 7 seconds left. Because you're looking at a touchdown and an onside kick, having to recover that onside kick, get it down into field goal territory, and then from there, trying to kick the field goal or just throwing a Hail Mary to win the game. 7 seconds left. Snap back, Bobo looking to the end zone again, this time to the right side into double coverage, and it is incomplete. So 2 seconds left, and this is going to do it. The final play of the game incoming. As Bishop Hartley can sense it now. The Hawks behind Deontay Hubbard move to 1-3 on the season. This is going to be the final play of the game, and McNick will just take a knee. The Hawks come down from Columbus, and they pick up their first win of the season on the road. The cheerleaders are going crazy. The Hartley fans are on their feet. The Hawks get their first win of the 2022 campaign. McNick falls to 2-2 as Bishop Hartley wins this game 40-31. For Casey McAllister, my producer, for everybody here with Chatterbox Sports, I'm Paul Fritchner signing off. We'll see you back next week. This has been the Bartels Heating and Cooling